Hey guys, today we're doing the 34th hired request on the 2017 list. And yes, as the title says, you're getting all of the lessons in this YouTube video as a thank you from me to all of the people over the years who have watched my videos, commented, liked, all that, subscribed, and just wanted to give you guys a complete video. I've never done that in all the time I've been on YouTube. So this is going to be about 20 to 25 lessons merged into one humongous video on YouTube. But let's do this here. This is Tori Amos, Yes, Anastasia. Let's hear the intro. It's a long E for a long time, really soft. And a C, and then we have then right here. I know what you are. Okay, forgot my lyric right there, but hello everyone, I'm Sean Cheek. Welcome to my Easy Piano Lessons. Today you're going to get the web piano teacher experience. All of you who have wanted to have membership to my site all this time and just haven't been able to do it, you know, money's tight, whatever, I understand that. Now you're going to get to have all the part 2s, the part 10s, the part 20s on this one video. So we'll do that for this one. And of course I have, you know, by the end of this year, I'll probably have 5,000 lessons plus on webpianoteacher.com of a lot of other stuff to keep you guys busy. But here we go. I also have the sheet for this, okay? It's 6 pages long. It took me 2 days from morning till night. I just shut myself up in the camper and transcribed for 2 days. I have the sheets for this. If you're interested in having the sheet, this actual sheet, PDF file of all 6 sheets, email me at easypianolessons@yahoo.com. It'll be, I don't know, $5 to $7, something like that. I also have any other sheet that you want on any other lesson I've done, even the old ones, because I'll redraw them like this, and they'll look like the old whiteboards that I used to write with ink. I'll make them look just like that, except they'll be digital, clear, and clean, and you can follow along with the old video and have a nice sheet to look at. Any sheet you want, just email me, Easy Piano Lessons. Well, let's get to the lesson, okay? The lyric there, by the way, I think is, no magpies have come. All right, so we got a lot to do here, so let's get going. Here's the part 1 you usually get, and then I'll just merge it with part 2 and so forth. But we play an octave below middle C. You wait a long time. I don't know how many counts. I think she just holds it as long as she wants. And then a C octave. That also is just held for a while. Oh, and it's Yes, Anastasia by Tori Amos. The video is says CD quality on it. It's 9 minutes and 20 seconds long. Tori Amos, Yes, Anastasia, CD quality is the YouTube video. Okay, so you can hear what we're doing. After you hold the C for a while, G, G, A, E. I'd play that with the right hand. And the G, G, A kind of go together. Da, da, da. Wait a little bit, and then hit the E. You can just pedal through all of that. Okay, so that's the intro. Intro one more time, then we'll go on because it takes so long. Maybe 8 long counts. 6, 7, 8. Now we'll start the singing. I know you are. So we start with A minor, E, B, C on the right. 1, 4, 5 is what I'll use. I tell you my fingerings, but you don't have to use them, of course. Use what you want. It's not wrong if you don't use my fingerings. Then an A, and then 2 G's, and then F sharp A, D. It's a D chord. 1, 2, 5. Left hand goes A, C. So A, C. A D octave, okay? Now, some people say I'm going too fast for them. If you're a complete beginner, yes, it's going to go way too fast for you. I'm assuming that you're already sort of at this level and that you can play this kind of a piece. That's kind of what goes into it. I have a lot of easier lessons, and those you need to try if you're having trouble keeping up with me here. Okay, but I'm going to assume that you can already play some things and we're familiar with my method. That's a D octave. If I write the letter bigger, a lot of times that means it's an octave. 1 and 2 and 3. Hold that for a bit, okay? I know who you are. And then the magpies have come. So that's D, E, F leading into the next measure. 1, 2, 3 is what I'll use. And then you have time to lift your hand up and do B to C. The left hand goes F down here and then C. So now I'm playing really strong so you can hear what I'm doing. She kind of finesses that so it's not as harsh. Okay, but I'll play strong a lot of times so you can hear my rhythm and hear what I'm doing. And I'll have to go, is he playing that or not? I want you to be sure what I'm doing. A, E. When you do that E, the left hand does an E octave. So that phrase is, no magpies have come. Kind of follows the vocal line. Okay, so let's tie those things together. I know who you are. Now the next measure is like the first one, sort of, with no vocals. It's just a little more embellished. That A is a pickup into the next measure, and she just sings. Okay? And if you're wondering how I get this, do I use sheet music? Never. I never use sheet music. That's how I am able to do what I do, because people know that my versions are going to be just me listening to it, figuring it out, writing it down, and teaching it to you. That's my talent. More than anything else, more than performing, more than anything, it's just listening, figuring out what something is, writing it down for you guys, and teaching it to you. All right? So CE is 3-5, BE is 2-5, ACE is 1-3-5. Bum, bum, bum. All right, Siri just thought I said something. Siri's more trouble than it's worth, so I have found. ACE, and then GC with, oh, she knows I'm talking to her again, so I need to disable that. GC, and then F sharp AD 1-2-5. Left hand, A, B, C, C, D, and then a D octave. So you put them together. The last two notes there are left hand A, right hand F sharp. Again for that measure. Then no, 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 no. So it's A on the thumb, C, G, B, G, and then A, C, E with 1, 2, 4. Left hand F, C, F, A minor chord, okay? So right there. No, 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 no. Now let's go from this part here and go all the way to the double bar. Then we'll cut, and you'll get to see part 2. Those of you who never got to see a part 2, you'll get to see it. Here we go. Last time on this. Those little railroad tracks there mean you just cut off completely. If you've ever had traditional music lessons, that's what that means. All right, so there's the part 1, and I'll see you in just a second for part 2. All right, guys, we have our part 2 to Yes, Anastasia by Tori Amos. And I always like to thank people in the part 2, try to remember to do that, and a special thanks to the person who hired me to do this one, as well as all of you who buy memberships to my website, and also all of you who are watching who have never bought anything, because you, whatever reason, or you just can't. Money's tight, I understand that. But it's great to know as a teacher that so many people have been influenced by my lessons over the internet, and just a wonderful thing. So thanks to all of you. Let's keep going with this part 2. We'll go from this double bar to this one, and then we'll just go 2 lines each lesson till we finish all 6 pages. Okay, so here we have perfect. I'll do it more perfect as we go through. And what I typically do, I transcribe the whole thing, and then as I'm teaching the lessons, I listen again, and I'll hear things that I didn't hear the first time, kind of as a just tweaking and final draft. So if you see a note added like right there, that wasn't in the part one, but I added it there. And I accidentally wrote E on top of C instead of CE. Things like that I'll just fix throughout the video. So if you notice that. But those of you who are getting the sheet for this, you'll get the finished version if you want. Just send me an email, easypianolessons@yahoo.com, for any sheets you'd like to have that I have. I'll redraw them if I don't have them digitally yet. So here we go. G on the right hand, left hand on an E, and then D, C. You can play both of those with the left hand if you'd like. Either way. And then D, C. She sings da da da, but you're going D, C. Now we'll go G again, and we play that G on the left hand, and then E and C on the right. So you have. You'll go D and G 2 times, then E, G on the left. So the rhythm is again, right? The next measure is, do that again. There, I got it. I hesitated the first time I did it. So it's B and G on the right with 1 and 5, and then C, D. And then I'll come up to G, D on the right, and then G, D, G, D with 2 and 5. So, and then here. And the left and right hand are really partners here on the rhythm. So they, they're going at the same time. You always have that continuous eighth note a lot of times. So the left hand has F on the bottom, and then G, A, B, and then just an A. So you play hands together here. Right hand C, D, left hand G, A. When you get to B, the right hand will play the G, D. And then G, D, A, G, D. So it's again. Let's tie it together with this. Ready, go. Okay? The next measure, muffed that the first time. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. This really reminds me of like music I sang in choir in junior college. We had a lot of modern things, Rudder and some others that composers, and you'd have these kinds of chords, choral music. Really sounds like that. But E, G, A, D, 1, 2, 3, 5. And then F sharp, A, C sharp, D, 1, 2, 4, 5. And then E, G, B. I'll use 1, 2, 4 there. And then we have F sharp, A, and then G, A. The left hand D, E, 5, 4. And then A, D with 2 and 1. C sharp, D, 2 and 1. B, D, 1 and 3. C sharp, D, C sharp, E, C sharp. Now there's a quarter note rhythm going on the whole time. Ba, 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 ba. Very end, you have eighth notes on the left hand, dun, 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 dun. But the right hand still has quarter notes, so it's just, you have this the whole time. Bum, bum. A little bit more to finish. Bum, bum, bum. Finish that little part. So D, F sharp, 2 more quarter notes. The left hand goes C sharp, A, E, C sharp, A, 1, 2, 5. So if I start here and then add that on, I have. Let's tie it together to what we already know, and then we'll learn one more box here, and then we'll put it all together. Right here. And go. All right, see, I'm doing better and better. Practice does help, doesn't it? So, E, G, B, F sharp, A. Let me play it again. And I added that G. I didn't really hear it when I was first doing it, but now I hear it on my cheap TV speaker, which helps because certain notes will stick out sometimes that you don't hear on your really nice headphones. You'll hear so much that you'll miss some little details sometimes just because you hear everything. So there's a little G in there I added. Pretty sure that's played. But she plays some notes so soft sometimes you wonder, is that a note or am I hearing things? So you have right, left a lot in this. Right, left, and then together. You can play the A and D with the right hand if you want. But it slows down at the end. RIT means ritardando, and that means you're going to be slowing down a little bit there, kind of a musical thing. And it's dot, 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 okay? So you have something going on every eighth note. First it's right with E, G, B, F sharp A, left hand C sharp, right hand E, G, B, left hand B, right hand E, G, left hand C sharp, back D, F sharp A for right, B, E, G, A, D, F sharp, G. It really goes against the grain pedaling for me because she kind of just holds the pedal down there, I think on purpose. Get us just a swash of sound and color, and you know, I'm taught to pedal to keep it clean, but I think she just kind of has an impressionistic style here, so we want to mix all that together. All right, let's put it all together, okay? From this double bar to that one, and go. Soft. Then we're going to get hit over the head here with the next part, you know. What is it? But let me take a listen to it and then we'll go on. That's what I do when I pause between the videos, the cuts. It's one reason it helps you just to take a look and go, okay, I can accomplish this. I've done something, taking just this little part. And then it allows me to listen to that part and really get it as close as I can to the original before we record the lesson. So I'll see you in just a second for part 3. All right, guys, we have part 3. And we're going to start at the double bar there and finish out this next line. Okay, so we have it kind of picks up here. Tough left-hand stuff a little bit. All right, so that was me taking a stab at it. Now let's learn it together. Let's look at the right hand first. 1, 2, and 3, and. All right, now this comes up a lot of times, but she plays it differently every time, and not just a little bit differently. It has quite a few differences. So there's no place where I can just say, well, it repeats, because it's too different. We have to go through every measure so we get all those little details, okay? So G, C sharp, E, 1, 3, 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and. So 3 A's, 1 and 2 and 3 and. I'm going to play the A's with a 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then E, C sharp, E, I'll play 1, 4, 5. Then E, E, and then A, E 3 more times. So it's 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So it's like in 3 or 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and just depends on how they decided to notate it. It's in groups of 3, eighth notes. So you have 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. So you can't play those A's until after you say 2. 1, 2 and 3 and. The left hand has this. Da 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 da. So C sharp, D, E, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. If you can't do that, don't beat yourself up. Just roll something in the middle and then play an A octave if you can. Because that's kind of difficult. I don't want it to keep you from playing the rest of the piece. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So a lot of people will do that. They'll let one little thing be a roadblock and keeps them from learning the rest of a song they love. And just figure out a different way to do it, or leave it out and then keep going. All right, so that's the first measure, and go. now we have da-da-da-dum. So it's that one. B, C, C sharp with 4, 3, 2, and then D, A, D. Da-da-da-da. And then your right hand will come in on G, E, da, 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 then A, E, and then G, E. So da, 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 da. Let's put those two things together, starting here. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. So you have to start that. When you play that is when you have to start that. I missed it. Or so it's not easy. Let's do it again. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now faster. Now we're gonna have the good thing about this is there's always an eighth note going in. Da, 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 da. Just, go along with your bouncing ball and play the one that's next, whatever comes next. You're just a piano roll playing the next thing, all right? So D, then the right hand, A, F, then left, and then right hand, A, F 3 more times. Then move down to E, right hand, G, E, G, 1, 3, 5. Left hand down to D, right hand, A, F, A, left hand, C, right hand, G, E, G, left hand, B flat, right hand, F, D, F. So you have, and we're going to go, that's a note I added. You might have saw there wasn't an E there before, but I heard a little bit of an E listening through the cheap TV speaker. And I keep saying cheap because that's how you can hear some things sometimes, as you get off the high-powered or the really nice headphones that let you hear everything. Then it cuts it down and a lot of stuff is stripped away, and then a note will come out and you'll be able to hear some things that you were not able to hear with the headphones. But I would never just use the cheap TV speaker to transcribe the whole thing because you'd miss a ton of stuff that way. So F, E, A. So it goes left, then both hands play it together. And remember, you can get the sheets for this. I'll probably make it about $7 or something for 6 entire sheets. Took me 2 entire days to do, so you're getting a lot of good stuff there for that. Or any other sheet you want from any other lessons I've done, you can just send me an email. All right. So right here we have, and this is the same speed as the eighth notes were here. So now we're going to go. So here we have G, E, G, and then A, E with 1, 3, and then 3 more A's, back to the G, E, G, A, and then G, E 4 times. Left hand has an E octave there. E octave again. Now A, B, C, D, da 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 da. 4, 3, 2, to the D. And it doesn't really matter if you can nail those little fast notes. The only purpose they serve is kind of a little rumble to get to the next octave. Rum, rum, So as long as you accomplish that, you're good. Okay? But let's tie together before we try that last measure. Starting here, going slower. Ready, go. 2. Now I'm playing everything full bore, okay? Every key I hit is full velocity so that you can hear the rhythm. She's playing expressively. I'm not trying to do that here. I'm kind of limited on expression because of my keyboard only has probably 3 different levels of attack for velocity. But I'm playing it so you can hear that rhythm and you can put the expression in later. So that one's hard, isn't it? B, C, C sharp, D. So now we're here. Da-da-da-da. Then we go. So G, A like we're used to. And then the left hand had the A, B, C, 4, 3, 2, D octave. Now, right here at this D, left on D, right on G, left E, right A, E, left F, right hand F and C, left hand E, then right hand F and C, again and again. Now, those are kind of spread out. See the dashes at the end? You have, starting at the D, ba, 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 ba. It's stretched out, okay? Ba, 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 and then we're to the next measure. Now that D, C, B flat at the end, da-da-da-dum, is getting us to the next A octave, which we'll start in the next lesson. We'll cut. Okay, which is coming up, all right? Let's try all of it, starting right here. Ready, go. 2. I messed up. Ready, go. I think I played it pretty good then at a slower tempo. All right, it goes faster once you can get it down, but you guys need to hear it slower so that you can tell what's going on. And that's the purpose of these lessons, to slow it down, take it apart, and let you practice it. Okay, so let's cut. We'll see you in the next lesson. All right, guys, we're getting into some nitty-gritty here. This has a lot of rhythmic variation to consider when you're doing this, and it's very rhapsodic, kind of like, you know, those of you know Bohemian Rhapsody, that kind of thing. You just have these different sections that just go all the way through, but you do have a main section that keeps coming back. So pretty neat, big piece, big arrangement. Remember, you can get the sheet for this. Just email me, easypianolessons@yahoo.com. So here we go. We're going to do 2 lines. See if I can do it. I didn't do the rhythm exactly on that, but I just like to play through it to give you an idea of what we're going to be learning. Then we totally changed character. That's really cool right through there. But let's get this worked out here. We have G and E with 1 and 5, and then A. So da 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 da. Back to G. And I put an accent on that because that one's hit a little harder. Da 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 da. All right. So put the left hand with it. We have. Notice the E comes there and right there. So it's da 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 da. It's syncopated. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. So there's the one that's hard for me. Da da da. B, C, C sharp, 4, 3, 2, and the D octave. You can do D, A, D on the left hand. G and E, and then A, E 3 times. And guys, I welcome you. If you think you hear a note in the original that I didn't have in here, put it in. Or if you think you want to add something, do that. Don't feel tied to this as if it's the only way and that it's perfect, because it's not. I mean, I try to get it as close to perfect as I can. But if you hear something you want to put in there or change, be my guest. Bum, 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 bum. So we have G, A. We immediately go. And she keeps singing, but there's no real time there. Then go. So she takes a little liberty time there singing at the end of this, and then it continues, okay? So just be aware of that. It's stretched out. She goes, ba, 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 na, na, na. See, and you can listen to the recording and hear that yourself. But G, A. If you don't mind, I'm not going to say the E every time, because you can see the E on top. It'll say Save my voice a little bit maybe. And then we go D, and then right hand G, E. I'll use 1, 3. E on the left, A and F 1 and 4, left hand F, right hand G. So da 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 da, left, right, left, right, left, right, da da da. Then we continue. Let's tie this together. And go. Alright, so we continue. G, A, G, A. We're used to that. Left hand A octave because of the big A. Come to the E, we're used to that. And then we're used to this, even though it's not any easier for me. Going to the D. And then G, A, or G, E. Then we go G, A, G, A. Well, should have guessed that, right? But the left hand goes, and then 2 Ds, and then F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D. And those are pretty powerful octaves there in the left hand. So if you look at the left hand, starting here, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D. I didn't play it in time. I'm just showing you where the octaves are. And then we end on A, E, A right there. So if we put hands together slowly, we can hear where those octaves go. You have D, D, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D. So line them up, okay? And if you might want to even put a number, you can say 3, because there's 3 right hands. The right hand keeps your place for you. 3 right hands on that D, only 2 on the G, only 2 on the F sharp, 3 on the D. So you can kind of help yourself out, keeping track of things like that. So back over here, we have softly, A-E, very softly, and you can barely hear it listening. But I just left down the pedal there, let everything kind of ring at the end. Okay, so let's do it all from here to the double bar. And go. Character. The sun comes out and the birds are chirping. Okay, so we have the open fourth, which kind of reminds us of the drone and what I'm trying to say, Renaissance music. Just have that going down there the whole time, where you have something over the top. Okay, so you have E and A on the left hand all the way through here, and the E and A keep going there a little bit, kind of softly. I didn't notate them in there, but you can just keep that moving there in the left hand when you get to that little space. The right hand, D, F sharp, E and G, back to D, F sharp, 1, 3 to 2, 4, da da da, da da da. And then G, B with 3 and 5, F sharp, A with 2 and 4, E, G with 1 and 3, and that's the fingering. And the rhythm is 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. Again, da 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 da. My curved lines tend to mean just connected continuous eighth notes, and it includes that left hand. Da 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 da. The dashes mean notes you hold out in general. Da 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 da. Left. So that's like the beginning was, and then you have da-da, 5th finger on the B, F sharp A with 2 and 4, E, G, G, B, G, B. So starting right here, 1, 2, and 3, dum, da, dum, dum. Now starting right here, 1, 2, bum, bum. So E, G to G, B, then G, B, E, G, but those are faster because of the curved line. See how I write that? And then bum, 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 G, B, A, C sharp, F sharp, B, D. So the G, B is 1, 3, A, C sharp is 2, 4. And then the B minor there is 1, 3, 5 on F sharp, B, E, F sharp, B, D. Let's start here and do it a couple of times for you. And go. 1, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, bum, 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 So that's it for that. So those are 2 lines, and that's enough, isn't it? For one video, I think that's enough material to look at. Now, in the next lesson, we'll finish the first page, and then we'll go to page 2 in the lesson following that, and 6 pages total. So lots of notes to learn. See you guys in a minute. All right, guys, with this lesson, we will finish the first page. And you just continue this style that we started. It's kind of Renaissance sounding. Oh, sorry, right there. So just rhythmic things to look at. And again, just remember, when I have the curved line, that means you just have continuing eighth notes, and it will include the left hand if it goes past that. So like 1 da 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 da. So that eighth note pattern includes the left hand. Okay, then we have some dashes, so we hold those notes out, because all we have here is eighth notes and quarter notes. You just have to get the right ones. Here, 1, 2, 3. So B and E 2 times, then a single B for count 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's just look at the right hand here. Well, no, we'll look at both, but E and A in the left hand all the way. You see that? E and A? Right here, I hear an A octave. Then she goes back to E and A there. So we have hands together. G and E, I'll use 2 and 4. To F sharp, I'll use 3 and 5. Bum, bum, ba-dum. So I'll play the A and F sharp again, but do a grace note to the E. Very Renaissance sounding, right? Bum, bum, bum. So 1. And that left hand is part of the eighth note pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Okay? 1, 2, 3. So G, B 2 times with 3 and 5. F sharp B with 2 and 5. So we have 1, 2, we have E and A, and that, I wrote that in if that you didn't see that before, because I heard that on the run through again listening. So I'm tightening up my draft here and getting everything as close as I can get it to the original. E, G, F sharp A, back to E and G. So right here we have 1, 2, and 3 and 4. See, da 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 left together, because the left hand's part of that eighth note pattern. F sharp B, E, B again with the EA. So let's do that whole box. Ready and go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now I'm pounding that left hand. You shouldn't do that when you play it musically, real soft, you know. 1. Okay, but I'm kind of pounding it now so that you can hear all the rhythms. Now let's look at the next box here. We have E, A in the right, and then C sharp E. I'm going to use 3 and 5. Then we continue to have E on the top with the 5th finger, but the bottom note changes to B, then A, then G, then F sharp by itself. I'll play a 2 on that, and then da 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 will be E, F sharp, E and G, and then A with the 4th finger. Da 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 da. Okay. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, da 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 da. Again, 1. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and then the next box there. Bum, 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 bum. So da da da. So F sharp and A on the right with 2 and 4. The left hand goes faster. Da da. This is the curved line between for E and A. So bump bump right to G and B with 3 and 5. Bump bump bump. Then our grace note again to F sharp and A, E G. So that whole box. Da 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 da. Again. Okay. Let's do that all starting here, or starting here. See if I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 1. for you, and you should probably learn it that way too, and then you can back it off a little bit when you want to play it musically later. It's much easier to play something strong and then pull and take away than it is to play lightly and you never really get it. You're just kind of faking along. It's the opposite with pedaling. It's easier to pedal less or not at all and then add some later than it is to try to pedal when you're in the learning stages, because you'll pedal more and to connect everything when you're going slow, and the thing is you'll memorize that, and then you'll still try to pedal the same way when you're going faster, and it'll all be just muddy water because you're pedaling everything to death. So lay off that pedal when you're first learning it. You get it down. Now this part da-da-da-da-da really goes with that over there, but A with the fourth finger to E and G with 1 and 3, F sharp A G, that's A and E. So let's see, starting here, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. So let's tie that together, starting with this part, going right here, and go. This goes right into it. Now we get here, we're at a minute 53. This was about a minute 40, if you want to keep track. Minute 40, minute 53. Okay, so now we're going to go G, B, F sharp B, G, B, E, G, G, F sharp and A. So dun 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 da da dum. Left hand on E, and then E and A. Why didn't I put an A there? I didn't hear it that one time. So that's how detailed I try to be. If I don't hear the A that one time, I won't put it. So bum, bum, bum. It's a big reason why I've been able to be successful on online piano lessons when there's so many people doing what I do and putting it on there for free and stuff, and mine isn't for free. Some of it is, but the bulk of it is not, and that's because of my arrangements, I think. I really try to get what is on the album as best of my ability. So if I don't hear an A, I'm not going to put one. Okay, so that's the rhythm. Bum, 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 bum. Now here we have dun, 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 dun. This is the restaurant puppy part, which when I first heard it, I was going, what, restaurant puppy? But we've all seen pets in restaurants, and kids just go nuts over that, don't they? Because they wouldn't think twice if the dog was outside, but the dog in the restaurant, the kids just go nuts. They're enthralled. Well, so that's pretty cool. G, B, E, E, F sharp A, A and D. Left hand on E and A the whole time. Bum, 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 bum. Again, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on. Da, da, da. That's pretty. F sharp and A, D, F sharp, E, G, F sharp A. Da, 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 da. Left hand A octaves. Put your E and A in between. So let's tie it together. Okay, starting at the double bar and go 1, 2. All right, now we're gonna have da da da. Remember the curved line. Right, right, left, right. A and D, F sharp A, E, A, G. Da 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 da. So starting at the beginning of that box, 1, 2, and 3, and next one. Right hand D, F sharp, left hand A, because I don't hear an E, I hear just the A there, and then E, A with E, G on the right, F sharp A. So starting right here and go 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, let's start at 153 and go all the way to the end and go 1, 2, 3. Page. So there's the end of page 1, and a lot to go. So lots more. I hope you guys hang around. If you like this piece and are learning it along with me, let me know. Put it in the comments, and buy the sheet if you want to support what I've been doing online for years. Just send me an email, easypianolessons@yahoo.com, and there's 6 sheets total on this one. And all right, so I'll see you on the second page. I'm going to refresh my coffee and get ready for the rest of it. Okay, we're moving on. We're on the second page. And see what we have. We have same style as the previous page. We just continue on with that. That's where she sings, oh, show me what I've been missing. I messed up some of my rhythms there, so don't use that as a guide to how to play it. Just giving you an idea what's coming up. So here we go. G, B, F sharp A, and then E, G with, starting with 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. The left hand's going to be on E, A, and she's just kind of tapping it, staying there. So I think it's counterproductive to try to listen to those ghost notes, I call them sometimes, trying to hear every little thing. Just keep it going to just tapping it on that E and A down there. It's basically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's just going to keep continuing throughout, all the way to, I guess, here once we get there in the next lesson. All right, but the right hand, G, B, F sharp A, E, G, F sharp A, and then G, B, F sharp A, G, B, then a full E minor chord, E, G, B, ba, ba, and then 1 E. The rhythm is what's tough. Let's take a look at it. It's 1, 2, 3, na, 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 na. So you hold that for a while when you go, count, count. So go 1, 2, go 2, or say 2, 3. 2, 3, da 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 da. Starting at the beginning of that. 2, 3. That's how you count that. And now we're going to go bum bum. So play the F sharp A, then the A D, and the same thing when you play the A D. Say 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bum ba dum bum. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1 da dum dum. Let's add that on now. Back at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, da, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, bum, ba, dum, bum. Okay, so the next measure there, F sharp A, D to G D, da da, G D again, F sharp D, D A. Now look at the left hand right there. I hear a B just for that one little part. So just a B in between there. 1, 2. So after you play the DA, there's also, you just count 1, 2, and then she continues on. All right, so the beginning of that measure, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so you might want to mark that in your score. If you've purchased my transcription from me and want to write in your score, that's great. Again, you can get the sheets from me, just easypianolessons@yahoo.com. Just send me an email. There's 6 sheets all together. All right. So here we go, and go 1, 2, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then we keep going, okay? So you got to say 1, 2, and 2, 3 in those places I showed you. So starting at the double bar, 1, da dun da dun dun dun. Play the left hand first, then G B to F sharp A, ba bum, E G G B, and then 2 more of those. 1, da dun da dun dun dun, and then a little bit more, da da da. So A, G, F sharp A. Now this is a grace note, da da, real quick. So bum ba dum. G B G B E. So bum ba dum ba da 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 da. Let's do it all, starting here. I'll slow it down. Go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Go. Now we'll do it fast. 1, ready, go. 1, 2. Those last 2 times I did it, I think, exactly the way it should be. I might have messed the rhythm up a little bit at the end of this before those other times. Again, this measure is 1, 1, 2. Slow. 1, 1, 2, bum. Okay. So rhythm is key in this. That's the toughy part, is the rhythm. Not really playing it. At least for me. Me what I've been missing. That's what she's singing right here at that double bar. So bum. The left hand continues with the E and A thing. The right hand has E and A, C sharp, E, A, C sharp. I'll use 3 and 5, 2, 3, 5, then 1 and 5 on D, and another D, and then D, B, A, C sharp, A, D, A, 2 and 3 and on D, A. So hands together here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next measure, 1, 2. So it's E, A, 1, 2 and 3 and D, A, and then da 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 da. Oh, my iPad likes to go to sleep. I take too long. B, D, E, D, C sharp, A, E, and then we're gonna do this little part because it goes with it. Da, 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 da. So the E connects to the D, A. Da, da, D, A, E, C sharp, A, B. Let's start at the last box up there. 1, 2, 2, 2. Again, then we'll get to that. Starting here, 1, ready, slow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now we'll speed it up and go. And then there, Joni Mitchell chord there. So we'll continue on the next video. All right, here we go. Got to really look at these rhythms and practice them and make sure that you have them correct in the beginning, because it's really hard to fix it later if you don't. Okay, so we're at this Joni Mitchell chord. So we have sorry. Then this is Show Me What I've Been Missing part. Cool piano parts here. B, D, G in the right. And again, don't use that first time through from me as the model. I got it maybe 85%. We'll tighten it up as we go along. E and A in the left hand. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Whatever the counts are. G, B, D. I'll use 2, 4, 5 because I've been down here. Just there. A with the third finger, G, D. Left hand still on A, E. So 1, 2, 3. Da, da, da. Again, 1, 2, 3. Now 1, da, ba, ba. So F sharp D with 2, 5. A with a 3. Then D and A to E and A in the next measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, So then D-A, and then a B will connect to that next measure, B and then D-B on the right. Her accompaniment is really unique. She doesn't always provide a bass note at the beginning of the measure, but it works. So it takes some getting used to for me, because we're used to hitting a bass note at the beginning of the measure, right? Even if we have syncopations. So 1, 2, and 3, and. So D, B, D, B, while the left hand just vamps on an E. So right here it's a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3. See, I played an E there, and there's not an E. A 1, 2, 3. I don't hear any in the accompaniment right there, but I do in the second beat. A 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 3. It's G while the left hand plays an E fifth, E B, then D, G, D, B with 2, 5, 2, 1. Let's put that all together. Starting here. 1, ready, go. 1. I'll count it and go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Some of you don't want the counts, you just want to play it by feel because the counts mess you up. So if that's true for you, let's just do it one time saying nothing. So I admit I played an E there on the bass because I just have to have my bass note at the beginning of the measure. Anyway. So D, F sharp, E, G, D, F sharp, D, F sharp. Now E and A with 2 and 5, D, F sharp. Da, 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 da. I had to add that D because I didn't hear it the first time through, but now listening to it again before we do the lesson for it, I heard a D there. Sometimes just some time away from it will give you perspective, and you'll hear things you didn't hear, and you'll also think, oh, I thought I heard this, and you didn't. You heard an overtone or another instrument. So now let's add that onto it, and then we'll start this section at the double bar. Last time on this section, and go 1. I've been missing. I don't know exactly where her lyric goes in there, but just so you know the general area that we're in of the song. So E and A with 2 and 5, then D, E, A, E, 1, 2, and 3, and 1 is E and C sharp. You can use 1 and 5. Now I'm going to come down and do A with 5, E, C sharp and A together, and then an E. So 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and here I'll go D and A together with 1 and 5, then to E, then to D. 1 and 2, 3, and. So you hold that D for a count. 1 and 2, 3, and as the left hand goes to E. We continue D, E, D, E, A, D. So here it's 1, 2, and 3, and 1 and 2, 3, and 1 and 2, and 3, and starting here. And go 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Sounds like Joni Mitchell piano here, especially the song Morgantown. Yeah. So we have C sharp, E, A, left hand on an A, E, A, C sharp. So play that C sharp with your thumb so you can get up there to C sharp, E with 3, 5, and an A with a 2, E with a 1, B and D with 3, 5, and then an E at the end. Okay, the left hand here, instead of having a bass octave, comes up and does A and C sharp, and then one more C sharp. Okay, that's something more of us could do, is not always feel like we have to have some bass in there, but just come up high and play and be comfortable with both hands being high for a little bit. But then the next measure is 1, 2, 3. So E and A, D, E and A. Next part, the next lesson, but let's start right here and do all of it. I'll slow it down and go 1. fast. One, ready, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3 at the end. Okay, so let's do 2 more lines in the next lesson. Hope you're hanging in there. Okay, guys, let's push forward. These 2 lines are not too hard rhythmically. We have 1, 2. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so very artistic for sure. Bum ba bum bum. 1, 2 and da da. D D A D 5 1 3 1. Then we're gonna have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So you can count it in 3 or 6. Sometimes I have the measures in 6. Sometimes I have them in 3. But it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 or 1 2 3 4 5 6. Just depends on how whoever notated it wanted to notate it. G D. G D D G D A is rolled up. B D G D. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Left hand's on E and A still. Then we have F sharp D to D. And then, you know, we have EA, of course. Then you have an EA definitely connected to the right hand EA. And then da 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 da. F sharp E D D F sharp. So that whole measure 1 2 3 4 5 6. Bum 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 bum. It's tied together. 1 2 dun, dun, dun. Now E C sharp. I'm going to do 2 and 5, so I can do 1 and 4 on D B. C sharp A will be 1 3. D B C sharp A C sharp. Left hand on A E A. EA the whole time still. It's just straight quarter notes for 6 counts. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then 1 2 3 4 5. So B and A, and then B C sharp B A, and then B C sharp. So I divided that one up into 2. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Why do I do that? I don't know. I just, you know, I divide it up however I feel like it will help us musically to see it. Left hand EA, 2 3. So the next part will be kind of a different section. Not, you know, not totally, but we've gone far enough to where we can just tie this together. Let's play this once or twice and then move on. 1, ready, go. 1 2 3 da. Now we're at the double bar. And it really is kind of a different section. We changed chords at least. E B, so that makes it an E minor sound. Right hand goes D G. 1 2 and 3 and 4 5 and 6 hand. So da D A D A B D B D B. Left hand on E B. 1 2 3 4 5 6. And the left hand E B is just vamped the same way the E and A is. Okay. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6. G D D D D. 1 2 3 trail off, and then. Really sounds Joni Mitchell, doesn't it? So E and C sharp, and then da 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 D and B D D B C sharp A C sharp A B G. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, you're just moving down. 5 6 1. Okay. One difference is that I don't think Joni Mitchell had much left hand. She has quite a few places where her left hand's doing some counter contrapuntal things almost, where it has scale stuff, which not many people do that at all. Everybody is scared to play left hand single notes a lot of times. D in the right hand, G on the left, 1, 2, and 3, and will be A, B, G, A, 1. Now G, F sharp is quick, da-da, while the left hand does G, and then A, B, G, A. Yes, I added a couple of notes here that I heard. One was a G that I added that I didn't hear when I first did it. Okay, so is that part. So let's go from here to the end and go 1, 4, 5, 6, 1. Na-da-da-dum. Okay, now we have, hey, in the next lesson we'll have finished page 2, and you'll have 4 pages to go. So congratulations on making it this far. If you've made it this far, you certainly can make it again. So I don't think there's some tougher parts, but I think you can do it if you've done up to this point. So let's cut, then I'll see you in just a minute. All right, I found the last 2 lines on this to be quite tricky and had to practice it quite a bit more than usual. Almost fell off of my drum throne here. Okay, so we're right here. Let me start there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and. And then we have 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Third time. Ha! All right, I'll have to clean all that up, but that's what we're looking at here to work on. So we have D and G on the right. The left hand goes G, A, B, G, E, A. So this is that left hand stuff I was talking about. Bum, 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 bum. So 1, 2, and 3, and the next measure will go. So we have the quick G to F sharp, just a little grace note. The left hand G, A. And then an F sharp takes the place of that next 8th note. F sharp and then G, A. So that measure is 1, 2, and 3, and. Let's put them together. And go 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. Next measure 1, 2, and 3, and. So D, D in the right, with the left hand G, A, B, G, D, and that D taking the place of the last 8th note. 1, 2, and 3, and. Let's go ahead and do the next measure. 1, 2, and 3, and. So, exactly the same as the previous measure, except there's no D at the beginning. Now, I added this G because I think I hear a G octave on listening on the TV speaker. I didn't put one from listening with the headphones the first time, but maybe so. Maybe a G with that. I may just be hearing an overtone because she really smacks it. Sometimes when you smack a note on the acoustic piano and you have the pedal down, you'll hear that harmonic of the octave really strong. So I'm not sure if she plays it or not. But 1, da, da, so 1 and 2 and 3 and. Watch this measure because this one will get you, because all of these have da, 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 da. But this one has da, 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 da. It goes straight through G, A, B, D, G, A. Okay? Let's do all of that. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I didn't smack that one hard enough. Now we're going to go bop, 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 bop. Oh, that's really part of it. I know I put a double bar there. So D in the left, G in the right, G in the left, D in the right. 1 and 2 and 3, 1. Then we go on. Right? So let's start right here and add that measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. And there's a kind of a cutoff. Space there. Okay, so let's add that on because that's really part of it. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. is 1 and 2 and 3. Da da da. Go right into the next part. And the next part, let me try it. C down 1. The rhythm just seems hard to me on those two measures. But ADA in the right hand, 1, da 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 da. So what you have to do, you have to feel when you start this F sharp, you have to feel all the eighth notes all the way to the E A. So it's da 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 da. Then we hit DA with F sharp in the left hand. So 1 da 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 da. Then we get to here again. D octave pretty hard in the middle there. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That one's hard. Da, da, da. All right, so A, C sharp, A. Count 1. Count 2 is A, C sharp, B, A. Then A octave, E, C sharp, B. Da 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 da. We have that. Left hand's on an A octave there. Then it cuts off, but you're still counting. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 bum. Very cool. Back to our Baroque, Renaissance, classical sound. All right, so let's try our two measures again that are tough for me. 1, ready, go. Sorry, 1, ready, go. Did it pretty good that time. Get caught up in my headphones here. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3, bum bum. So you play that. 2, 3, dun 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 dun. You're gonna do that 3 times. See the 3 down there? Bum 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 bum. But the third time, you're gonna stop after you play the CA. That's why the asterisk is there on the third time. That's kind of how I notate stuff. My own little invention there. G sharp B. I'll use 2 and 4. And she gives accent to the third one. 1, 2, 3. And then F sharp A. 1, 3. G sharp B. 2, 4. A, C, 3, 5. Bum, bum, ba, da, 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 da. Left hand B, B, B. A, B, C, C, E. So. Keep going immediately. Da 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 da. We go immediately to this D with the thumb, GBD with 2, 4, 5. Left hand has a B there, and then 1 B by itself. Da da da. So let's do it all 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 bum, bum. 1, 2, 3. Third time. Play my B there the first time when I tried it. Okay, so the third time through it goes dun, dun, dun. Now we're gonna go straight into, so A, D, G, D, F sharp A, F sharp B. The left hand is playing the offbeats. D, D, C natural, B, but play it down here. And then you go in that last box, A, D, and left hand go ba-da-ba. Just D, E with 2, 1, then E with the 5th finger. So starting right here, we have 1 and 2 and 3. Make sure you do staccato. You'll ruin it if you pedal all that. Okay? So, I don't know. Well, let's do the whole 2 lines. What can it hurt? 1, 2. Didn't keep going, did I? I stopped. Those stopped, but that one should not. Let me try it again. still not satisfied with the way I played these two measures. If I want to go. I think what it is just not the way that I would do it naturally when I'm going to play something, and it's hard for me to try to switch to her way of playing the rhythms there. And but I think I'm playing them correctly. So 1. Yep. Dun, 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 da, 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 dum. Oh, well, not. Why not? Let's keep going. Second time. Da, da, da. Third time. All right. All right. There we go. So a lot of fun once you get it down and can get through it. All right. What page are we on? I don't even know. This is page 4, maybe? 3, 2. No. There's page 1, page 2. Okay, so we just finished page 2. So now we will begin page 3. This is a lot of lessons, guys. Normally, most high requests take a page, maybe a page. Some of them will take 2 pages if they're extra long, and even maybe a bit of a third page. But this one is 6, not quite full 6 pages, but lots of material. So lots to do here. You can't practice on the whole thing at once, I don't think. If you're trying to learn all of it, you have to, divide it up into pieces. So we'll start the page in the next lesson. Okay, everyone, we're really getting into the piano solo here. And let's see if we can do it. Let's see if I can do it and then teach it to you. But you remember on the last page at the end we had, that's really beat 1. So I'm going to start with that. Then we get. That's that part right there. Okay, I think I did it pretty well there. And then we'll have another part after that. But let's finish this first. So we had, and then we're going to go B, G. I have little staccatos there. The little dots, those are for staccato. You play them short or put space in between. If you've ever taken music lessons, you probably came across that. B, G, and then A, B, E, B, then a B. You really need the right hand with it to do the rhythm. So let's see, G, B, 1, 2, then a G, B that's held, and then E and A, E and C sharp, and then A and B to an E on the thumb, like that. So you have previous page, that low part. There you go. Now we have. So E, G, E, B, and then B, A real quick. Then B, A, C sharp. Da-da-da-da. Right there. Okay. The left hand is B, B, C sharp. So you play right hand first. Left together, right. Okay. Starting back with the low note on the previous page. All right, see if I can go a little faster. Here we go. All right, I'm pretty sure the notes are exactly right and I did the rhythms right. So hopefully it'll sound that way for you. And then, let's see, remind myself. Okay, let me learn it with you, then I'll play it faster as I learn it with you. G, B, B, E to A, E. Bum, bum. The left hand starts with a G, then a B in between the right hand, and then A and E there together. So 1, 2, and 3. Again. Here's the next part. E to C sharp. Now that's really fast. It's not like eighth notes. It's just like a grace note. Fast. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Again. Now we're going to go. So A, G. and the left hand's going to play a D there. Then you're going to go up to GB up here with the right hand. What you could do is actually play the left hand on that G. That'd make it easier. Make it a lot easier. So let's do that. A on the right hand. Then the left hand will play the D and the G there, okay? And then makes it easier to get up here. GB with the left hand doing low G. And the D in between. Right hand A, C sharp. Left hand G on the thumb. Right there. Right hand D. Left hand D, F sharp. So starting there at the A again. And then the next measure, F sharp on the left hand on the pinky. Then you do this. So the right hand way up high does E, A, E, roll, and the left hand plays F sharp thumb. Starting back at the A. Let me do better. Kind of slows down there too, doesn't it? And then a break, the railroad tracks there. All right, let's start right here and try to add that on. See, this is not so easy, all this. 1, 2. Messed up somewhere. So, let me go slower. 1. In. There you go. Now the next part we have so really cool. Make sure you're doing those staccatos, they really add to it. So left hand goes G, B, D, we're up here in the middle of the piano, kind of high for left hand. A, E, C sharp, and then another C sharp. Right hand has G, B, D. And then D on the 5th finger to A and C sharp. B, A. So hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3. Now, so ascending thirds. GB with 1, 3. A, C sharp with 2, 4. B, D with 4, 5. 3, 5. Left hand goes G, D. So now A in the right hand. E in the right hand, A in the left hand, C sharp right, E left, A in the right. So 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, let's put it together. 1, 2. Now we have 1, C. C. No, it's 1. Okay, now I remember it. All right, so 1 and 2, 1, 1 and. So left hand starts with the E, B. The whole measure is 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and, but it goes left, left, right on G, B. Then the left hand has to do a B up here. Then right hand B, G up here. Left hand low A, that's a low A, ba, ba, ba. So A on the thumb, then low A on the 5th finger, and E on the 2nd finger. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and. Now da 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 is A, C sharp, B, D, C sharp, E with 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. The end of that measure is this E. So this E is low, and you got to come up here. This E is a different E. Okay, so let's go that far and go 1. So E, E, B, then right hand G, B, left hand B up here, then B, E on the right, and then left hand E, A. I'm going to do it with 2, 1, and then low E, low A, E, and then the right hand will go da da da. So let's do all of that starting there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. So that's a lot of material there. Let's try to do it all. See if I can do it all. Kind of slow. 2, 3. So sorry, 1. Did that wrong. Let's start right there again. There we go. Now here. Next part down here. Stuff, lots of moving around, lots of leaps to get used to. All right, so in the next video we'll take the next 2 lines and see if we can do those. All right guys, some more cool stuff coming up. It's also kind of tricky like these previous phrases have been. We're right here now, so now let's see, G, B on the left. The left hand's going to be pretty high on most of this. It's both hands are up high. G, B, A, C sharp, F sharp. The right hand starts with D, G, B with 1, 2, 4, and then D, B with 4, 5 or 3, 5, whatever you want. So 1, 2, 3. Now we have, after the left hand plays the A, the E, and then A, C sharp with 2 and 4, and then A, C sharp, E. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So put that together. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now, oh, sorry, here it stays up high. So right hand A, D, F sharp, but roll it up because of that arpeggiated upward arrow. I'll use 1, 2, 4. E, D. Left hand plays a middle D, and an F sharp with your thumb, and the right hand follows with an 8th note. A. Dun, da, da, da. Now left, right, left, right. Left hand plays a G, right hand B, D, G. I'll use 2, 3, 5. Then the left hand G up high, way up here. Then the right hand A, D, F sharp, D. 3, 5, 2, 1. So that whole measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Starting here. Tie that together, starting here. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Almost had it. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. I keep wanting to play a bass note, but it's up here. That's what's tripping me up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we're still up way high. So left hand E way up, staccato, and then G sharp, then a lower G sharp, so G sharp with the 5th finger, then just slide off of it to A, E, A. Right hand has E, B up high, and then E, G sharp, B, and the rhythm is 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and then you play your A, C sharp to B, D to C sharp, B. So 1, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Let's tie that together, starting here. Nope. Oh, okay, now the next line. So G sharp, E on the left hand. 5, 2 is what I use for that. When you play the E, you'll play right hand E, B, E, E, E. So now she does something like this, which is G sharp. This is something to leave out if it's too hard. It's not easy. It's kind of difficult. So G sharp, and then to E, G sharp with 2 and 1, and then A on the thumb, and then A, E. So it goes. So these aren't really played together. They're kind of rolled. It's kind of a sound effect. Okay, so you have 1. So don't beat yourself up if that's hard. leave it out, or skip it, or just go G sharp A. Then you can work on it if you're able to put it in later, do it. But don't let it be a roadblock to the rest of the song just because you have trouble with this one little section. That's one thing you got to learn. Sorry. Okay, now let's go that far from here. And go 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1. Right there. It's not easy. All right, now we're going to have the open fifths really make it sound Renaissance as well, doesn't it? G, C, E, 1, 2, 4. E, C, E, G, D, B, G with 2 and 5, G, D. Left hand is a C, and just an open fifth G, D in the left. 1, 2, 3, and then da, 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 da. D, F sharp, E, D, A. Left hand on an A. 1, 2, and left, right. Now, B, G, A, G, D, da, 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 da. Left hand G to low D. So now we're not high. We move down to a lower D right there, finally. For me, finally. Because I'm so used to those bass notes. Then we go C sharp, B8, da da da. I don't know, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. I think 2, 3, 4 is stronger. E, A, D, E, A, da da da. Okay, so starting here and go. So those are fast, da-da. They're not in eighth notes. They're grace notes. Okay, so there you go. Let's try all of it. Okay, starting here and go 1. Next 2 lines, and then it looks like we get into some da na 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 na, you know, all that, which is going to be easier to play, so we get a break from the difficulty for a while. So 2 more lines here before we get to that stuff. All right, guys, moving on. Don't forget you can purchase my sheets from me for this. If you appreciate the free lesson on YouTube, or if you're a member to my website and want the sheets for it. 6 altogether. And this is one where you really like to have all of it, so you don't have to try to write it out yourself, you know. I got a correction to make. On the last lesson when we went da-da-dum, it's not here, it's down here. It's an octave lower, the C sharp BA thing, so da-da-dum. And we continue here. Slows down. And then we have okay, so da-da-dum, I'm going to start there. That's a good place to start. C sharp BA, 2, 3, 4, right hand. And then C sharp D together with 4, 5, E, A, left, left, A, left, left. So you play, you went da-da-dum. You're going to stay down there and play A, E, A low. Then move up and go A, C sharp in the middle of the piano. Then right hand, then A, C sharp. Then this will be a C sharp here. Then right hand A, C sharp A. Then the left hand goes back down and vamps on A, E, A. While the right hand does B, D, A, and then C sharp, E, A. First we do 1, 2, 5, and then 1 or 2, 3, 5 on C sharp EA. So starting down up there, da-da-dun. Again. Then we're here. Let's try it again, da-da-dun. It's one of those things that's almost easier to go fast when you're trying to get the rhythm right. Now we go. Yes, I did add the G F sharp on top because I'm hearing those harmonies up there. Didn't have them in the first time. Sometimes I just forget to write them when I'm writing, so that may be the case here. When I'm doing the transcription, I hear it, I just don't write it, and I'm playing it, and I have it right in front of me, but I'm seeing what I want to see instead of doing G F sharp, instead of you know, putting what should be on there. So I'm it's good to have some time away and get some perspective. Hear it again. Now, after we finish that part, we start a new section. So F sharp, A, D, F sharp in the right, 1, 2, 4, 5. We got full chords now. And then E, G with 3 and 5, D and F sharp with 2, 4, A with a thumb, left hand on a D. Now, so that's G, B, D with 1, 3, 5, A, B, A and D with 2, 5, then an E all by itself, left hand G, then a B in the gap before the E comes. Put that together, starting there and next measure. Let's see. So A, D, F sharp, 1, 2, 4, E, G, F sharp, D, F sharp, 1, 2, 4. Then A, let's see, can be your thumb. It might be easier to play an A there instead of the F sharp. Be easier technically, but if you want to play with, I think I'm hearing an F sharp there. So it would require a thumb, which is not too hard, doesn't go that fast. Next measure, B, D, G, 2, 3, 5. A, B with 1, 2, and then A, D. Left hand's on a G, D. Starting here and go. So let's go back here. 1, ready, go. 1. All right. Let's try it again for me. Ready and 1. Ready and 1. Now the next line. Forgot to slow down though. It goes. She's talking to the officer, or is the lyric there. So D, F sharp, A, E, D, F sharp, A, B, D, G, A, B, D, B, E. Left hand on D, A. Then on G, D. Slow down. Softly do your B, E, and E, B on the left hand. So open fifth there, fifth sound. Okay? So let's start right here and go from double bar to double bar, and then we'll look at this last part. And go. Didn't slow down enough. Always forget to. Now, bum, 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 bum. You can let the left hand take part in this. I have it all written in the right hand, so it's up to you. I don't know what she's doing when she plays it, if it's all right hand. But your left hand could help out with those lower notes, if you like. But it's B, way up high, okay? And then G sharp, B, G sharp. I'll use 1, 2, 5 for playing it just right hand. 2 times, move up to A natural, C natural, A. Now go back down to where you came, G sharp, B, G sharp, roll it. Then F sharp, A, F sharp. I'll play together now. Da, 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 da. E, G sharp, B, G sharp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we go back up. Dun, dun, dun. But only B, G sharp this time. Only sixths, not those lower notes. C, A, B, G sharp, A, F sharp, D. And then we play the F. Then we go slower. We go bum, bum. bum, bum. So these two are kind of connected. Da-dum. And then the next two are kind of connected. So we have na 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 na, and then ba ba. Breathe, breathe musically, breathe physically too. It helps you to breathe musically. But there's no real tempo there, metronome or anything. She just has a section and then kind of slows down and has free form, and then changes just immediately changes to another style. So here, bum 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 bum. There we go. Then the railroad tracks cuts off, and then we're about to bring the hammer down on this next section. So get ready for that. And it actually appears several times coming up. It's already appeared a little bit, but it's always quite different. It's never even close enough to the same where I could put a repeat or anything. It's always has different things in it. So it's very rhapsodic and very detailed. And we got to pay attention to those details. So I'll see you in the next lesson, and this will finish out this page. Okay, let's rock and roll here. Okay, we're going to have this line here will happen 2 times. That's why I have a 2 there. And I cannot draw that straight, but I have a little tool on my GoodNotes and my iPad that allows me to draw straight lines, or I draw it and it straightens it up for me. So it's pretty cool, huh? All right, so we have you know, the strings with it. If we can add some strings, we have. Let me try it again. Okay, I got close the second time. And then we have da, da, da. She starts singing about there. And then 1. Okay, so that double bar is where the singing starts. That's why I put that there. All right, so we have da 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 da. That's what I was trying to do. So double the strings, piano strings. If you have a keyboard, you can layer those and get some good string piano sound. But let's take a look. G and E. I'm not going to say all the E's, okay? I'm just going to say G, A, G, A, G, A. And then A, E, A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. You get the idea, okay? Left hand, da-dum. I'll put a 2 on the E, do an A octave, and then, let's see. Yeah, then a E by itself, then A octave, C sharp, D, and then F sharp, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D. Because I want to get the sound of the orchestra in there. I can't really tell which octave she's doing the piano, but it sounds like it's low. Okay, so we have hands together slow. Nope, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. What will help you on measures like that is to go think 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So you think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. The outsides are 3, the middle are 2. 1, 2, 3. See how much that helped me just then? That'll help you. 3 on the outside, 2's in the middle. We could, let's see. No, I like it. Like it there, and then going low. Da, 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 da. So I'll get that from now on, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then you do it again. And then you hit this. A, E, A, left hand A, E, A. Down. Let the smoke fade. And then E. It's actually E, E, A. These I could have put a curved line on that. In fact, I will to make it the same as the others, because the rhythm's no different. Okay, so it's E, A, dun, dun, dee, dee. She starts singing. D, A. Then 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and so there is D, A, F sharp, B, G, D, and A. You can let the left hand help out. 1, 2, 3. I don't know which hand she does it all with, but 1, dun, 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 2. Okay, so there you have it. Let's try it all, huh? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and if you're gonna play that E, you gotta play it at on the last one over there. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let the smoke fade. Da, da, da. She starts singing. Go. Congratulations, that's the third page, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 2, 3. Now we will begin the fourth page in the next lessons. Then we have one more full page, and then the sixth page is, I think, like half full or something like that. Okay, well, we are at 5 minutes and 23 seconds into the YouTube video if you want to kind of listen to that. And I do recommend that, listening to the original, because it helps you hear how it needs to go, because that's what I'm taking it from. And so you want to listen, to what I'm doing here, but also the original, so you can compare the two and come up with what you want to do. Okay, let's pick up at 5 minutes and 23 seconds into the YouTube video. And we have two pickup notes, da-da, from the last page, okay? And we have, so da-da-da. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see, and then da-da-da. So we went da-da-dum. D-E can be left hand. I think probably it works better to involve the left hand. So let's go D-E-F with the left. So D-E are the two notes here on the previous page. And then there's the F. When you play it, play a D on the top of the right hand. Then da-da-da. Then G, A, F, C, 2, 3, 1, 5. So it's da 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 da. B, C, E again. Da da da. Now this part. Did the same thing. There we go. Missed that the first time and the second time. Now I got it. A, F, D. 2, 1, 5. Then the left hand plays the middle C in the gap. Right hand E, G, C, left hand D, right hand B, G low in the left hand, A in the right, and then D in the left. that D can be in the left, D, E. And then the right hand can take over. E, D, like we did on the previous page. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. So, here we go. Da, 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 da. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. D, D. Da, da, dum. Okay. So here, D, E, F, C. All right. So there we go. So F, C with, let's see, 2 and 5. You can go 1, 2 on the D, E, and still manage to get a 2, 5 on the F, C. And then G, F, da, 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 da. So da, 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 da. I'm adding this because the orchestra comes in. I think it helps the piano solo arrangement. But I think it's better up here. So F, C, F, and then we're going to move up higher to C, G, C, D, A, D, C, G, C. There. Okay? So da, 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 da. E, C, G, and then F, C as you go to D, A, D in the left. Back to E, C, G, and then this goes quick. Da, da, right there. Da, da, left hand and right hand. F, E, 2, 1, while the C's on the 5th finger. And then G, C, A. So right here. Da, 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 da. And then we'll play B in the right, while the left hand goes E, B, E. 1, 2, 3. So D, E with 1, 2. F, C with 3, 5. Then the left hand, A, E, A. Count 2 is A in the right hand. F, C, 1 and 5. And then E, C, while left hand stays on the A, E, A for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It goes da, and she does it slide up vocally. Then you play the D in the right, while the D, A, D in the left, kind of slow or softly. 1, 2, 3, and then da, 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 da. You know, about to get slammed with that again. Great. So let's do all of it. 1, 2, 3. So not too difficult on this section compared to other sections. Da, na, na, na. I'm going to save that for the next lesson because that's really another section, right? Cut. And though this is similar, what we did, it will not be exactly the same. Okay. Cut. Okay. So we're back into this section that we are familiar with. You have, after you play that 1, 2, 3, then it's na na na. And then you repeat it because it's a 2, so you go back and do it again. No, 1. See, that's different. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it'll mess you up because it had different, you know, counts last time. But this time it's da, 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 da. Okay, so it's different. Not a little different, it is different here on there. So you have up there at the double bar, G, A, 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 G, E, and then she adds the octave to it, A, E, A. All right, so the left hand, A, E, D. F sharp, G, F sharp, D, E. You can do octaves. Slowly. Ready? And 1. See? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, repeat it 2 times. So there we go. And then 6:03, 6 minutes 3 seconds. We'll see how da 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 da. So yes, Anastasia. I don't know the story behind the song. I'm sure there is one. But that's the, I guess, the pinnacle of the song, the hook there, where the name of the title comes from. Yes, Anastasia. Da, 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 da. And it'll start again, which we'll do that little bit in the next lesson. But let's take a look at this at 6 minutes and 3 seconds. ADA, left hand on FCF. 1 and 2 and 3 and where she goes da 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 da. We'll see how fast you are, I think. We'll see how fast you are. CEC, left hand CBA. So da 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 da. And then DGD in the right, left hand on a D. 1, 2 and 3 and. So you go 1, 2. After you say 2, then you can finish. 1, 2 and 3 and then G A A A A A da 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 da. So wa na 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 na. Kind of crescendo through that. Da, 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 da. And then CAC, left hand on FCF. Ba 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 na na. So CG 1 3 to 5 on the C, while your left hand goes down to CGC. And now this measure is kind of cool. Rhythmically, it's a little tough though. So da 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 da. B, it's down low too. It's below middle C. B, A and E, B E, C B A, and then left hand goes. Actually, I like to let my right hand take that E too. My left hand can do the A. So B, left hand's A E A down here low. Da 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 da. Slow. Rhythm. Got some triplets in there. Okay, let's go that far. Starting at 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Ready, go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Gets me every time. Starting here. Da, 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 da. Now, some of this is the orchestra that I hear, and I'm adding it in the left hand, so I don't necessarily hear a piano doing it, but I think it really helps the arrangement. And she may be playing it, just I can't hear it because the orchestra is so loud. Okay, so F A C B A. You can do octaves on the CBA if you don't hammer them too loud. Da, da, da. So, da, 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 da. Or do single notes if you prefer there. A, D, A, C, E, C. So, da, 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 da. This measure will be 2 times. A, D, G. It's 1, 2, and 3, N. Left hand does D. But you don't play the E there leading to F till you do the second time. You go, ba, 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 ba. Then you play it. Yes, Anastasia. So we kind of pull back here on the volume and the intensity. ADA, left hand on F, count 3 is A. Da, 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 da. So EC with 1, 5. BA is 4, 3. Da, 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 da. All right, save that for later. Let's try the whole thing, double bar, and go. All right. Did I do that right? Should have kept going. I did it right. Ready and yes, da, 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 da. Ba, 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 da, da. Da, 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 da. Anastasia. Da, 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 there's a little bit of a bum bum bum, ba da ba ba, and then it'll pick up again there. So let's take a break, and then we'll continue 2 lines. Okay, here we are. We're going to do the next 2 lines. We have some orchestral things that we're going to do where the piano's not playing, so I transcribe the orchestra, you know, where it's a... Now you can't hear that. So that little part there will be orchestra. But we're not even there yet. We're up there at the top, G, A, so we have... orchestra. Then the piano comes back in, so I go back to piano. And then we're at 6 minutes and 42 seconds. So very much like a rhapsody. So G, A. I put an A in parenthesis in the left hand in case you want an A in there. It sounds like the orchestra just keeps that underlying A, and then she just goes... and then comes in with the left hand there. But if you want an A, you can put an A in there. Right hand goes G, A, and then adds the E on top. And then G, A. So see, she doesn't play the E every time. This is kind of stripped down just a little bit. Then she does play them all every time there. So if you want to make that difference where you play... That's how close I'm listening to this. Try to get in exactly what she's doing. And then, so here we have C, C sharp, D, da-da-dum, C, C sharp, 3, 2, 1, octave, and then D, G, F sharp, D. Let's do it slow from up there. So here we go, 1 and 2. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Again. Now, C, F, C, B, C, C, E, B, C, B, C, B. Kind of slow down a little bit. Left hand on an F octave. C octave. So 1 and 2 and 3 and... Then the orchestra comes in. Sounds like Grieg or something. The composer. So A, E, A, and D sharp on the 2-finger flip it, and you get a kind of a really folk sounding thing, especially with the left hand on an A, E, open A, E fifth. Play D, F sharp A with 2, 4, 5. And keep in mind the piano's not doing this. I'm just transcribing what the orchestra was doing. So A, E, A there at the end, and cut it off, staccato. If you have a fast string sound that has a good attack, it works. My string doesn't have a fast attack, so it's not working on this. Now, A, D, F sharp, G, E, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D. So, see the bracketed 2 under there, so that's why that measure is twice. And the piano comes in with an E in parentheses there. I don't know why I put in parentheses. I thought I wasn't sure, but it's in there. It's an E, and then so low E, high E, low E, A, D. Now B and D with 1 and 2. And a G with your fifth finger. So over there. So the left hand comes in with a D here. When you play your right hand D, then you play the B and D. And then when you play the G, you're going to go A, and then a very low A all by itself. Okay, so that sounds like this. And 1 and 2 and 3 and. If I could get the D and not play a C. 1 and 2 and 3 and. like that. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and go. Tie that to the orchestra thing. Then we have. It's hard to get both of them in there. Bum, bum, bum. You can with some practice. All right, so you go and 1, 1. So when you go da-da, these bass notes that I put there, I don't hear the piano doing them, but the orchestra's doing them. So I'd recommend just doing light octaves, C sharp, D, G underneath. So this goes ba-dum, da-dun, da-dun, da-da-da-da-dun, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So E to C sharp quick, and then E to C sharp with an A on the thumb, and then da-da-da-da-da, E, 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 while you go B, A, G, F sharp, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, A, C sharp, E, G, E, rolled, and a D up there like that. Let's do it slowly from the pick up E over there. 1 and 2 and 3. No, 2, 3. Yeah, after you play this, you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The counts are very important. That's why I'm counting so much. Let's do it again. Ready, go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1. Let's do it again and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. Let's try it again and go. Ready, go. 2. There we go. Okay, so now we're at 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Dun, dun, dun. Have an A in parentheses because I don't hear the piano doing an A, but the orchestra has an A down there. So I'm going to just do that. Okay, lightly on the A. E and A in the right. Dun, A, 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 D, A, A, D, E, A, A, A. You know how that works. You've done that. Well, let's try to go through all of this. So back up there. And slow. Orchestra. 2. 3. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so again over there at up high. That'd be my toughy part that I'd have to work on as far as rhythm and getting my hands together, because it's hard to go from that orchestral part back to the piano part, but it can be done. Just got to get used to making the hop over there. Okay, so we have 2 lines left for this page, and I think it's the 4th page, and then start to begin to tackle the 5th page. All right, have a full battery charge in the wireless mic. And moving on, if you're still here, it'd be nice to put a comment. I'm still learning it. I'm on page 5 at 7 minutes 3 seconds. Oh, no, actually before that, we'll get to 7 minutes when we get there. And yeah, I'll just mention it again. You can get the sheets from me, easypianolessons@yahoo.com. Send me an email and see what we can do. So let's see. A. This is a continuation from up there, right? Should we go on bum 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 bum? Well, it's bum bum bum. So it's similar material. You probably recognize this from before, but she just plays it differently, totally different, really, even though it's the same section. So A, F sharp, G, D, D. So you have A, A. When you play that, you play D, 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 A, F sharp, B, G, A, da, da, D, 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 F sharp, D, F, G, A. So when you do that, the right hand plays a D. So right here it's 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and B, C, left hand E, right hand A, da 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 da. So starting here, da 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and. Now this goes 1 and 2 and 3 and da 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 da. So watch that rhythm. F D, left right, 1 and 2 and 3 and count 3 will be G E. I'll use 1 and 4, 2 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now 1 and 2 and 3 and. There's nothing on count 1, so you go 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and. But there is something on the and of 1. It's B G on the right, left hand D, right hand G A, and then left hand G to D. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. Let's look at the rhythm again now. Starting here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Ha! Now let me play it without counting for those of you who just want to feel it and hear it. Into it on the next measure at the double bar. 7 minutes and 3 seconds. A is in parentheses because it's the strings playing real softly on an A. But the piano doesn't play an A, but if you want it in there, go for it. 1, E, bum, bum, D, na, 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 na. So the strings bass move to a D there, to D and A. Na, 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 na. A, F sharp, B, G, A, you know that. Na, 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 na. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Let's see, hold on. Da, da, da. And then. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, da, dum. If you want to play a D there, da, da, dum. The strings do that. But I just hear the piano do the E, F. Probably playing a D, just didn't come out. I didn't hear it, so I didn't write it. So put a D, E, F if you want to put that in there. D, E, F. Let's have a left hand F there, just for some sort of bass there. So high F, G, A, F with 1, 2, 1. So right here, da, da, dum. So G, C, E, left hand on a C now. 2 and 3, count 3 will be A, D, F with 1, 3, 5. Okay, so starting here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. So E and C, I'll use 2 and 5. Then a C on my thumb, then F, C with 2 and 5. 1, 2, and 3. Next measure, 1, 2, and 3 will be D and A with 2 and 5. So G right here. We're up high on the left hand. Count 3 will be moving up to A. 1, 2, 3, G. So after you play the D and A, the left hand goes A, A, thumb, pinky. And then D, E with 1, 2. F and C will be 3 and 5. Okay? So starting here. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, should be familiar things, but she just is playing it differently, which you should if you're an accomplished musician. You don't want to play it the same way every time. All right, I believe this is the 5th page. So we'll do the 5th page, and then we'll have the 6th page not a full page, but I will have that to do. So I'll make this a little bigger. That'll be about right. Okay, so get that all down and memorized, and then let's try this next part. Okay, see you in a minute. All right, guys, I took a little break, was getting kind of weary, so back now. Had a friend of ours come over and some chatting. She's a missionary in Thailand, and interesting talking with her. She brought us some seaweed to eat. Tastes better than you think. I'm not ready to eat it all the time yet, but all right, so we're continuing on. We're on the 5th page, I think, and again, you guys can buy the sheet for this if you want. Just email me at easypianolessons@yahoo.com. So here we go. We're finishing out the section we had from the previous page, and it was, and we're going to start something bigger here, which is so forth. All right, gave my best shot at that the first time through. Let's try those 2 measures up there. Finishing the previous section on the other page. So E, C with 2 and 5, and a C with your thumb, F and C with 2 and 5, E, and then A. I have an A in parenthesis here, so you can have a bass note to go with that. Let's do this A right here below middle C, so we have, wait a little bit, okay? Wait a little bit, and then we have, so da, da, da. This is kind of difficult, technically. C sharp, E, A, C sharp, 1, 2, 4, 5, B octave, and then your 3rd finger on an A, so that you can do the D chord in the next measure, D, F sharp, A, D. And then C sharp, E, A, C sharp, 1, 2, 4, 5. And the rhythm is bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Left hand's on E, A, E down here. Just vamping on that chord. Just give a roar, a rumble underneath. All right, so we have, let's see. All right, so we have A, B, C sharp, D. And 4, 3, 2 on the A, B, C sharp, and then a D octave, and then a D, F sharp, D chord, ba, ba, ba. Okay, so F sharp on the left hand, D, G, B, and a G on the left. So you play the G on the left, and then G, D, F sharp, D, and then E, and it's, so starting here, it's, here we go, so starting here and go. And then we have the next part. Na, 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 na. So A octave again. You can get that E in there too for a rumble there. So A first, then you come in with the right hand. A, E, A, C sharp, 1, 3, 5. That's supposed to be a B. And I just played it a bunch of times for about 30 minutes and never saw that I wrote a C there. That's what I mean when I say sometimes I don't see these things until I'm actually teaching them. Because I know what it is, and then I'm thinking that's what I'm seeing, but B with the 4th finger back to E, A, C sharp. So we go to D, G, B, 1, 3, 5. F sharp, D with 2 and 5, and then bum bum bum, E, C sharp with 1 and 5, D and B with 1 and 4, C sharp and A with 1 and 3. So up there at the double bar, it's 1. And you immediately go to the D. So it's da 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 da, and you're to D. Okay? Let's tie that in with this. So we go to here, D, F sharp, D chord, left hand F sharp. If you want to do octaves, that sounds pretty cool, but I'm just gonna D, G, B with 1, 2, 4, C natural, B, then A, D with 3, 5, then 2 more A's. So start here. Back up there at the double bar. Okay, now we have, this is kind of awkward to play, but this is really what she's playing. Then we start something different there. But this is, we have left hand E, and the right hand plays E, A, C sharp, E with 1, 2, 4, 5. Back to left hand E, and then A, and then E, E, C sharp. This is the hard part. E, C sharp, then landing the D, F sharp with 3 and 5. So, A, C sharp, E there on the A chord. Okay, so starting here again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. It's kind of tough for me to do. Then we have a bracketed section there, but let's tie this all together. Back at the double bar, let's do all of this. All right, do it one more time. About as good as I can do it. Now, so this is going to be 2 times. So that's what you do. D, F sharp, G, B, D. You want to do octaves? You can do it that way. D, F sharp, G, B, D. Pretty cool doing it that way, it's just more difficult. Then here you have, now that it's octaves, I don't want to do anything else. So this one's different. D, da, 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 F sharp, D, B, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Listen to that. G and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay? So back here at the bracket, we have, sorry. Right there. Ah. See, this is different than that one. That's why it throws me off. Again here. Ah. Because this one has 3 and that one only had 2. That went bop, bop. Then the F sharp. This one goes. Now we have kind of winding down here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. So D, F sharp, A, D, E, and A. Then you do it again. Or no, it's different. D, E, A, G, D, and A. Then this E and A, she kind of plays it like 2 times. And then da 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 da. This leads into the next part. Okay, so this is D, G on the left. So 1 and 2 and So let's start at the bracketed part, try to go that far. We'll pick up here in the next video, but that's a big section right there, and technically it's the most difficult I've had thus far. I had to really practice it for a good half hour till I could feel like I was ready to do the video for it. So all right, we'll do the next 2 lines in the next video. All right guys, these 2 lines will not be near as difficult as what I just did. So, quite fun to play. This is really growing on me here at 750 at the top there. It says crescendo, ... means we're getting, she starts off soft and then louder. So right there. Right here. Well, let's try to learn this. G, A. So left hand's on the A. You know that, and you also know when you go to E. Now look at that. So this time it's B, C, C sharp, D octave. So back there at the beginning at 750 at the double bar. And then da. So this is different here. Okay, left hand on a G. This will be different. I hear the orchestra doing this, so I put the bass line in there for you. Ba, 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 ba. This is what the orchestra, the strings are doing. F, E, D, C, B, B flat, A, G, G, A. So ba, 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 ba. So G, A, G, A, G, A, G, G, A. But putting them together, you go left, right, together, right. So now, so you play this together, and then B and B flat with the G and E. The A goes with the A and E, and then the last 3 are together. Ba, ba, ba. So bum, 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 bum. Again, bum, 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 bum. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. Starting here, we have. If you can do octaves. Do that. So back up there at 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Now we're here. So A, D, F sharp, G, F sharp, D. So we've done something like this similar already, so you should be able to just hop right in. Watch how many times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now, so. So ADA here. I hear the orchestra. F, A, C, F, C, B, E, C, B, A, G, D, A, D. F, C, A, all right? Again, the right hand is A, D, A, then it's C, E, A, then it's da, 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 da. And for some reason, a C there. And then A, D, A, then E, G, D, C. Now, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Right there is B and E with 2 and 5, C and E with 3 and 5, A, C, E, 1, 3, 5, B, E, C, B, A, C, da, 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 da. Okay, so starting here. Da, 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 da. Messed up. Ba, da, 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 da. I'm thinking octaves or not. I think no octave here. Go F, C, F, C, B, A, G, D, and octaves here. Octaves there probably is what works best. Well, here we go. Let's try the whole thing, shall we? Back up at 7 minutes and 50 seconds at the double bar. Very good for you, not me. So, let's take a look at the next two lines, and then we'll be getting into 8 minutes deep into it. And just a minute. All right, let's try the next two lines. So the first part will be like you're used to. Then we'll have something else at 8 minutes and 18 seconds, but let's get this squared away. F, A, C, F, C, B, A, G, D, A, D, again. It's really your choice whether you want to do octaves there or not. I like doing the octaves because the cellos and the double basses always double in orchestra, and so kind of imitates that. So right hand A, D, A, and then C, E, A, and then da 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 da, G, A, 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 G, G, A, 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 G. So here. Da, 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 da. Here's with octaves. Effective, I think, with those octaves. Now, 8/18. Build. No. And then at the end there. All right, so big build here, big part. D, A, C, E, and then da, so da, da, C, G. So that's kind of connected, and that it leads into the next measure to C, G. So D, A, C, E, left hand goes F, A, C. So da, 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 da. Oh, Siri. All right, so ba, 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 ba. G, then G, D with the C in the left hand. Da, 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 da. Left hand on A, then 2 and 3, and we just roll that chord up and then back down, and then A, D, A on the top while the left hand continues with A octave. So starting here we have a 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and start at 8/18 again. 1, 2, ba, ba. One more time for you and go. Bottom part of it, top, bottom, move up to A, E, A, and then again, A, C sharp, E, A, A. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. 1. Oh, your left hand's on A still. And then, that's very cool. F, A, D, F. 1, 2, 4, 5. Left hand on F octave. then E, A, E, left hand on A octave. Those open fifths are really powerful. So C, G, C, left hand on C. A octave. So sounds like she almost plays that chord twice. And then so D on the top, and then G, A, G, A, G, A, G, F, left hand on D. Okay, and then so A, D, F, A, 1, 2, 4, 5, left hand on F octave. A, C, D, C, A, A, C, D, C, A, E, and then C, E, and then C, G. So back here. It's a little bit difficult, but not as difficult as it sounds. Let's do it all. All right, so starting here. Sure I get up high enough on that. So all right, one line left because I think I did 3 lines in one of the lessons, so we'll just do 1 line to finish this page and do page 6. So here we go. All right, we're ready for the last line of this page. All right, I almost pulled my keyboard off here forgot to take my earbuds out when I got up, and I thought they would just fall out of my ears and instead of pulling the keyboard off, but I managed to grab it, save it. All right, I knew I would do that eventually. Anyway, so we were over there and we went, we're going to go kind of the end of that, and we start a different section after that, which is let's see, so we already know. Then we go up, 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 so it's C, G, D, G, C. Let's tie it together. Oh, sorry. You don't play the C till you get here. Now, so let's do an A in the left hand right here. The right hand will start with D, B. I'm going to use 2 and 1. And C with a thumb, E with a 2, C and A with 1, 5. Middle C now with left hand, and then right hand B and G. We're just kind of moving down here. Left hand B, right hand A and E, left hand A, right hand B and E, A in the right hand, E in the left hand, then a C, and then A, D, left hand on F, D, A. So slowly we have bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. So E, C, 1, 5, left hand, C, B, A. When you get to the A, you'll do an A minor chord on the right, C, E, A, then a G, then you have da, 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 da. So G, A, 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 left hand on D, A, D. At the very end you have an E, and then we'll go to the next page. So right here again. All right, let's put it with that, at the double bar, and then go through it again. So we have. Here we go. All right, so one page left to look at. And we have 1, 2, 3 lines and just a little bit of a fourth. All right, so let's see what we can do on that. Got it too zoomed in. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my earbuds out this time. All right, guys, congratulations on making it this far. And let's continue on here. So we have then we have this part at 8:56. Part, a little Baroque Renaissance sounding music. So right there again, D, F, A in the right, left hand on F, A, B, C, and then the right hand will go G, C, E, B, A. You're used to that. Notice on this, she doesn't play the E on the top every time. It's just if you like to play the E, you can put it in there. I just noticed she doesn't really play it there on these parts, but then she does when she gets to the next one. Okay, the left hand, of course, is A, E, B, C sharp, D, F sharp, G, F sharp, D. The same stuff we've been doing. So then it's 2 times, of course, because of the bracket. So here's the second time. When you do it the second time, do put the E's on the top. All right, so now we have this completely different section. This is a little bit technically difficult. So we have our staccatos, and you need to do the staccatos, the spaces in between the notes, or it won't sound in style at all. So A, and then A, C sharp with 3 and 5 on the right hand, then an E, then the left hand will have an A on the thumb. Right here, this A was low, this one's here. Then a right hand B, left hand E, right hand C sharp, left hand A, right hand E, A, and then C sharp, D. You'll hold that into the next measure. And the orchestra plays something right there, and the piano goes E and A with 2 and 5 to D. So you have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. I don't really know how she works out the counts, but that's the rhythm of it. Want to wait to that full count is over before you start this. 1, 2, then take off. E and A to D, and then we go. So G, D, G in the left, 5, 2, 1. Right hand will have C and G with 2 and 5, flip to D with a 3rd finger. C, G, B, G, A. So let's try that starting here and go 1. Sharp on the right with 3, 5, and then E. And then I'm just going to use my thumb again on the C sharp. And then B, D with 3 and 5. So 1, 2, and 3. Then you're back to A and C sharp with 3 and 5. E with a thumb, D and A with 1 and 3, and then C sharp and A with 1 and 3. Left hand goes A octave and then C sharp in the left. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Again, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So let's do this whole line and go 1. Right? So that's it. Let's do the whole 2 lines now and go kind of soft, a little louder, and then we're do the next line and just a little piece of that. So we'll have, let me listen to it and then we'll see what to do about it. On up. All right, guys, we'll finish up in this video. Many begin, but few will be around for the ending. That's just how it always is, especially in some work this big. So congratulations if you've made it this far. Okay. So we have then so she sings one more time. Da, 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 da. It just kind of fades off into nothing. Just the wind just takes it away, and that's it. So B, D, G in the right. I'll use 1, 3, 5 so that I can use my 2 finger for the C. And then I'll move down A and E to B to A. Da, 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 da. Left hand is a G octave. And then F sharp E. So dun, 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 dun. The orchestra does that, so I think it's important because it leads into the next measure. F sharp E, A, da, 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 da. You can do that, it's not too difficult. So then we have another one of these sections. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah. All right, so we have remember if that's in the right octave. I think it's in this octave. C sharp E, E, that's a wrong letter there. I need to change that. Like I said, I don't catch it till I'm teaching it because I'm seeing what I'm hearing. Just have the letters reversed there. So let's fix that. There we go. All right. So if you get the sheets, you'll be getting the corrected version, of course. All right, so 1. No, you know what? I think it is up here because the left hand's going up high. There we go. Yep. It is up high. My instincts keep telling me to go up there. So it is up there, I believe. C sharp E. I'll use 4 and 5. A, E, E, B, C sharp, E. The left hand has C sharp, E to start it with down here below middle C. Then move up to middle C sharp and then E above that. So you have bump, bump, then together. Right, left, right, left, right. So it's 1, 1, 2. Bum, bum. Now for some reason this one measure has 4 counts in it. And I'm telling you, she does, you know, 3 counts and everything in 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's a fermata or something, but it's longer in duration than the typical 3 counts that we've been getting the whole song. E, A, D, 1. F sharp A, E, A, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the next one, F sharp, G, A, D, 1, 2, 3, 5. And you see how I have those little lines, those dashes going, because you're going to hold on to every note after you roll it up, like that. And then G with the 2, F sharp and D with 2, 5, E with the thumb, cross over with 2 for a D. So left hand on G, D, G. So here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dun, 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 dun. That's D, F, A, left hand on an F, A, D, E. When you hit the E, you'll do A, B, C. When you get to the C, you'll do G, C, B, A, G, and just kind of fade out into nothing. Just like a leaf blown in the wind, it's gone. No big ending or anything, just kind of drops away. And I like that. That's refreshing. We have enough songs that end with a big, huge ending, right? And the rolling note and then dun at the end. So it's, I like how it just ends that way. So here, kind of slowly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That G is super soft. She plays that. So let's go back here and go through it super slow. Bump, bump, bump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's pick it up a little bit. Well, congratulations. Guys, you have to work on this in pieces. You cannot work on the whole thing at once unless you're so good that you wouldn't even need my lessons. You just learn it yourself. But if you're needing lessons to do it, then you probably need to work on pieces of it, 2 lines at a time or sections at a time. Maybe you can get to where you can work on 1 page at a time, then start linking them together. But you need that repetition of small sections so that you get it, and then you go to something else. Small sections. We can only take in so much at once, right? So that's what you have to learn, or you'll get overwhelmed. Also, don't let one little section, one little measure, one little thing ruin the song for you. If you can't do that one little thing, skip over it, put something else in its place, play part of it, do what you have to do, but you know, move on and don't get stuck on that one little piece. So, you know, again, huge arrangement, huge work. And hope you guys enjoyed. And it was my pleasure to teach. Again, just email me if you need this sheet or any sheets that I've ever done. I'm going to be redrawing them all, and that ought to be quite a task, but I think it will be helpful to everyone if I do that. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the lessons. Talk to you later.